Chosen vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Druuill, and I'm back at you again with another video. I need each and every vessel to hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. All right, let's get right into it. Look, Chosen One, they will act immature and extremely petty around you to try and appear better and more together. People who aren't better than you are going to try to act like they're better than you. So, one thing people will do that are going to try to act like they're better than you, they will do things around you to try to make you question your reality. But not just that, they want you to feel bad about yourself. All right, people will start to do things to make it feel like they're trying to get away from you. All right, your energy is strong, and it puts fear in a lot of people. It scares a lot of people. All right, so when you have energy that people don't understand and it scares people, one thing that they're going to do is they're going to get up and move away from you. All right, people are going to flee. All right, it's not going to be anything that you're doing, and it's not even just this. You'll have people just give you attitudes for no reason. All right, you'll walk over somewhere, you'll just be standing there looking at your phone. Somebody will be looking over their shoulder like you ain't even worried about them or paying attention to them, but you'll have people give you a problem just because they feel your energy. This could be from across the room. This could be up close and personal. It doesn't matter. When somebody's offended by your energy and they're a hater, they're going to let you know. And it's different than somebody just hating on somebody. All right, so usually people just get hated on for, oh, he's got that car, or oh, she got them shoes, or she got the hourglass figure, or she got the nice hair, or she's pretty, or he's handsome, or he hits the gym, or he's got money, or he's got a house, or whatever people be jealous of you for, whatever them jealous folks be angry and mad and upset for. All right, but the thing is, when it's something that they can't obtain, it's different. People will postpone their jealousy when they can when they can work on the thing. Oh, I can get that in my life. Oh, I could have that. Oh, I could do that. They'll postpone the jealousy because it's something that they could create a fantasy in their mind to one day hope to achieve. So it's like they could let you slide. You done worked out and got you a whole the body of your dreams that you want. They could let that slide. You know what? Okay, this person has something that I want. They made me jealous, but you know what? I can let that slide because I could work on that and eventually get that myself. So it's like they could lie to themselves, tell themselves whatever, and then they could fabricate a lie in their head and move over and make themselves feel better about that insecurity. But when it's energetically and it's in you, it's not on you. It's not something that you could easily become. It's not something that you can go and wake up and be like, hey, I want to be that. People can't just wake up and be like, hey, I want to be chosen. I want to have some real good. I want to have some. I want to have some real good vibes. You have to basically. You got to basically, right? When people are being petty around you, what you have to do is basically this. This is what you got to do. All right. People want to act immature around you. People want to act petty around you. You got to act like you don't see it. You see it, but it's to the point now where you're not going to let it bother you. And you're not going to let it take up space in your head. You're going to allow it to happen. You're going to accept that it happened. You're going to get over it. You're going to realize that there's nothing I can do to change this person. This person is who they are. I'm who I am. I'm going to be me. I'm powerful. I'm a chosen one. God selected me to carry out a plan for him. The more you focus on that, the more you just see it as opponents. It's like you're Allen Iverson. It's like you're LeBron James. You may be on a team all by yourself, but guess what? You have what you need in you to defeat the players, to defeat the other opponents. You got what you have, what it takes in you to defeat other opponents. You got what it takes. So people, right, when they are trying to make you feel like you don't belong, it's because they got some type of that you make them feel some type of way. You make them feel worthless, or you make them feel like they're not doing enough. It's something that you're causing them to feel inside that's causing them to want to get away from you. It's like it's something in you that's causing them to hold themselves accountable. People don't like accountability. People don't like responsibility, and people will look over their situation. People will try to hide from their situation. People will try to act like they're not going through what they're going through and just try to live their everyday normal life. And this is why some people will have a problem with you, because you take your issues, problems, things like that head on. And when you take problems like that head on, you carry that type of energy with you. All right. So people are going to be able to tell that, this is a solution based person. This is why people try to create a lot of problems for you, because you're constantly focusing on the better. You're constantly focusing on solutions. You're not letting things worry you to death. You're not letting things hold you down. You're not letting things hold you back. You're not letting things get you mad. All right, even the little petty things that they try to do, and they're immature. They have the mind like a child. So this is their go-to. This is how they act, and this is why they'll be upset at you. They don't know how to be a mature adult. Even if they tried, they wouldn't know how to be a mature adult. They can't be one. So what they're left to do is to just be themselves. But the thing is, the person that they are as a child. They act like a child, they think like a child, they process the world like a child. And this is why it's hard for us to get our point across. This is why it's no point arguing with people like this. This is why it's no point trying to prove a point to someone like this, because it's always going to be one-sided. You're arguing with a child. You're trying to reason with a child. If you're trying to argue with a child, the child's only going to see things from what? Their point of view. That's all a child can do. You tell a child to clean up his room, the child's like, what are you talking about? It's after school, it's playtime. I want to play with my toys. But you're like, yo, clean up, we're about to eat. So and so's coming over, the family, this, that. The child don't understand that. And these children out here, they're not going to understand why you want to live your life and you don't want to play their games. You don't want to play games with them. You don't want to be a child. You want to be an adult. You want to have growth in your life. You want to have success in life. You don't have time to be a petty person. You don't have time to be a petty Percy. You don't have time to try to get this one back and get that one back. Instead of trying to get people back, make sure you focus on getting forward in life, because the devil will use people, and he'll use them to try to get you distracted. So and so did something to me. Oh, I gotta get them back. Get ahead. Don't focus on getting people back. Get ahead. I'm telling you, focus on getting ahead in life. All right. Would you rather go on the vacation of your dreams with the amount of money that you always wanted, with some beautiful people around you, or would you be focused on that little negligent that around you that keeps getting on your nerves and acting like they're not doing what they're doing, and you want to get them back? You gonna be stuck on trying to get people back, or are you gonna move forward and live your life? Me personally, I'm gonna move forward and live my life. I'm not gonna stay focused on the dumb stuff. I'm not gonna stay focused on petty stuff. And when you're a real mature person, and when you're moving forward in life, people are going to do things to try to get your focus on something negative. All right. When you're a real positive person, they're going to try to get your focus on something negative. They see you not worried about them. They see you not paying attention to them. They're going to purposely do things that make people upset, and they're going to try to do those things to you. They're not going to want you to, when you remain calm around them and peaceful around them, it's like they're not doing their job, because these people are always doing things to try to get to us. It's just that we ignore them. And because it seems like it's always happening, it feels like it's not always happening. It's like, yo, am I tripping? Am I bugging? Like, no, you're not. It's spiritual warfare. People see you, they get around you, they sense your energy, and then they realize that your energy is different. You have something that they don't. It makes them angry. They know that if they're a competitive person, they know they can't compete with you. If they're a jealous person, they know they're going to be jealous of you, because they're not better than you at whatever it is they insecure about. All right, so people get petty when you make them feel insecure. People get petty when you make them feel small. People get petty when you make them feel less than or like you're trying to be better than them. It's like people are going to do things that are negative and they're going to be aimed at you. But you're going to have to take your focus off of it. It's going to come from a lot of different angles. When you live at certain places, when you work at certain places, it's going to be multiple people doing this at once. Maybe even two different sets of people doing it at the same time. All right. So you're going to have to you're just going to have to be the bigger person. All right. Everybody says that. Not everybody likes to do it, but you have to focus on your end goal. Where do I want to get in life? I want like you have to see yourself away from the people who are being petty. You have to see yourself away from the people who are being mischievous, right? Like you have to live in the end. You like your thoughts and are so powerful and your imagination is so strong that if it's used correctly, no matter what environment or situation you're in, you'll see your life getting better, and the things that are bothersome, the things that are annoying, the things that are hard to deal with around you, you won't be focused on them, and they'll be there but you won't be focused on them, so they'll just be like they're in the background, not having no effect on you. You'll see them but they'll just be there until you leave, kind of thing, because you like when you do that, you're telling your mind that, yo, I don't care about that. No matter what, I'm not going to let this bother me. No matter what, I don't care. I see it, it's there. I know it's there. I smell it, I see it. All right, I'm not going to let that distract me or get in my way. I'm not going to make an excuse. I'm not going to allow that to be something that causes me to make excuses. I'm not going to allow this to get in the way and cause me to just give up or just, well, you know what, this happened, so screw it. Oh well, I'm not doing it no more. No more of that. No longer are we going to let people hold us back. All right, because a lot of monitoring spirits want to make things difficult for you so that you'll break. People know how to break. People who know how to break people and people who break people, they know people's breaking points. Okay, we almost got this one. Okay, this one's close. And it like you aren't that type of person, but there are sickos out there who put that type of time and energy into destroying someone. Just as much time and energy as you put into trying to become successful, there are people who put that same amount of time and energy as trying to make your life as stressful as they possibly can. It's wrong and it's not right, but there are people out there like that. People who just constantly want to be involved in some type of drama, some type of negativity, some type of evil, and it's really just them not wanting to be anything, and it's really them wanting to stop anyone around them from doing anything better than what they're doing. And people who love to control people, that's what they love to do. They don't care if they don't know you. Anybody could be a target, anybody could be supply, anybody could be they want to control everything and everyone. They're control freaks. They got to control everything and everyone around them. And that's why that's why people will try to keep doing things. It's like, yo, why does this person keep doing that? People will do things to try to control you. They'll bang on the wall until you give in and until you get mad at them and they realize that they have control over you. And it's like when you don't get upset, you have to realize that they're just going to keep banging on the wall. All right, I didn't get upset. They're going to keep banging on the wall. Even when you get mad, they're going to keep banging on the wall. They're going to keep doing that. And it's the same thing in life. I know I'm using that analogy, but when you live around people and you have people that may be trying to upset you on purpose and they're doing things repeatedly and you can tell, and it's like making you mad, and it's something that you have to not get mad at, sooner or later something's going to click and it's going to be like, this person's trying to get my attention. So what you have to do is originally just do what you were doing before and not give them your attention. But that's where your power lies. So you have to stay there. All right, you have to stay there. That's where you have to stay. You were able to stay there all those other times. You're able to stay there now. Don't allow them to wear your patience thin. They don't have enough power to wear your patience thin. You could do a patience reboot. You could tell your patience, your body, I know they're trying to make us angry, but we're going to calm down and we're going to relax. That's what we have to remember. Start talking to yourself and start controlling the feelings that come over your body. Start controlling those feelings. Don't let those feelings control you. Don't let the feelings take control of you. Anger tries to come over you. Don't let it. Talk to it. Tell yourself, tell yourself how you are going to deal with this anger. This is a stressful situation. I was built for this. I'm not going to allow this. I'm not going to allow the stress from this situation to get me down. I'm not going to allow the stress from this situation to ruin my day. I'm not going to allow the stress from this situation to ruin my afternoon. People know what they do. People know what they do, and they just want to they are so evil that they'll do something to you and not care about the effect it has on you and blame you for how you feel. Why you always act like that? Why are you so mad? Why are you this and that? Why are you starting trouble? But totally disregarding what they did to get you there in the first place. So this is why I always talk about letting things go and not having hate for people, because that hate, you have hate for people. They keep bothering you. That hate gonna end up taking that hate and acting on that hate, and you could potentially end up throwing your life away over somebody that had nothing to lose in the first place, a worthless person. Now y'all both in jail, and that person is right where they belong, right with the homies, right with their friends. No disrespect to the homies, and no disrespect to anybody locked up. But this is just a story that I'm using. All right, this ain't even about nobody that's locked up. This is just a made up story. No disrespect to nobody. All right, no disrespect to nobody. But this is just a video to help innocent people stay innocent. Because once you're innocent, even if you get into something, it's no being innocent no more. They're going to charge you. They're going to say you did this. It's going to be your word versus theirs. And as somebody that deals with people, that's all seems like they may be trying, not going to say always, but for somebody who knows about these types of situations with these types of people, with this epidemic, the pandemic that we're going through with these narcs out here. All right, with these narcs out here, you're just gonna want to not what's the word I'm looking for? You're not going to want to be immature with them. They could be immature, they could be petty. You're not going to want to indulge in that immaturity and that pettiness with them. All right. It's going to make you look like a fool. Not that you care what people think, but you're not going to like how you feel. You're going to be like, yo, I let this person get me. Stop letting people get you. All right. They're going to act extremely immature. They're going to act extremely petty, but it's to try to make themselves be more put together than you. It's a competition thing. A lot of they want to be competing with you because they feel that you're the one to compete with. If they can outdo you in certain things, if they can compete with you in certain things and get certain things done first and get to certain places before you do, and make themselves feel validated about a competition in their head that they won with you, they could feel better. So it's just you have to just let people be them, and you have to realize that this is something that's going on in their head. This is something that they're dealing with. This ain't got nothing to do with me, and I'm gonna keep it that way. I'm gonna separate myself from this. I'm gonna separate myself from them energetically. All right, and I'm just gonna go on and move forward with my life. They can be petty all they want. It's just because they're not better. They could be petty all they want. It's just because they can't reach the level that I'm about to go to. People see that you're not for the nonsense. People see you're no nonsense. All right. And when people are about nonsense and you're no nonsense, it's like you won't play tag with them. And that's really how you have to see that. No matter how many times they try to say tag, you're it, I'm not playing. So any way you can in your mind, minimize what these people are doing. All right. Instead of making what they're doing, instead of looking at it as something that can make you feel a certain type of way, because looking at it like that is going to control you. It's going to give them power. You have to look at it in your mind as something that's small and minimized. Just like they minimize you, you minimize them. Minimize them in your mind and look at whatever they're doing as something small. Look at whatever they're doing as something that has little to no effect. All right, so you could look at them as, well, okay, here come the street tag kids. They want to play street tag. I don't want to play. Don't look at what they're doing as trying to upset you, manipulate you, or get you angry, even though that's what it is. And we know that's what it is. But since it's not going to change, we're going to use this technique to minimize it and make it smaller. So that way we could look at it as something little, something petty, and just override it in our mind and keep moving on with our life and keep living our life and keep working towards the life that we're supposed to have and keep working towards better. All right. I'd like to thank everybody for watching this video. I'll see you all in the next video. Everybody hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. All right. Peace, love, and light. We out.